Oh boy. Oh my God. Hi, Nance.
Hi, what's going on?
What's going on is I have like TikTok live and YouTube live. Now I got Instagram live and I'm overwhelmed.
Are you doing them all at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the bandwidth was struggling. It was saying this video is having trouble loading. I wonder if how you're holding up over there.
No, I think everybody's good. I have that. I've got questions. I'm all set. I'm ready to rock and roll. If I'm spending more time. Wine? You got wine?
I got wine.
You got the red. I got the white. Today we got the shit. There goes TikTok.
Whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
Cancel. Sorry about that. You were not canceled. Yeah, so I've got the DRG white from Naked Wines. Cheers. How you been? Feeling good?
I've been okay. I'm having a good day today. It's a good day.
One day at a time, baby. One glass of wine at a time.
Yeah, one glass of wine.
One glass of wine at a time. Hi, over here on YouTube and on TikTok and now on Instagram. This is insane, but I love it. So we had so many good questions. What do you got going on in your shirt?
It says love.
Oh, it says love. Oh, so those of you on YouTube and TikTok that can't see what's going on here, I've got my good friend, Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, a doctor of sexology and personal BFF. And we're just chatting about everything. Everything. I have a lot of questions that people asked. And let's see where they are. Where did I put them? Oh, yeah, they're down here somewhere. They're in the, where it says question. Okay. Okay, you want to answer some of these questions? Nance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's, which one are you putting up first?
Make sure to stick your head up high so that people can see your head and not.
Why? So as soon as we say the question, you can take it down, right?
Okay. Why do cougars have high sex drives? Why do cougars have high sex drives? That's the question. I'm taking it down now. Okay. I don't know. What do you think?
I think women surprisingly have higher sex drives than culture would imply.
Right.
And so I think as women mature, they become less enamored by what they've been told they should be.
You're right.
And more open to what they really are and feel.
Yes. So what happens is that if they've been constrained and they've been in like a monogamous relationship for a long time, and then they're suddenly single for whatever reason, in my case it was a death, in your case it might have been divorce, but then all of a sudden you can do whatever you want to do and there's no reason not to. It's legal. So
right. I
think that it has to do with that. It has to do with like just being more adventuresome and trying new things. It has a lot to do with it. Thank you for all the compliments, you guys. Here we go. We got a lot of commentary about someone. Let's see. This is what feels sexy again. Says cougars and high sex drives. Well, I'm 50 and on testosterone replacement therapy. Who else is on that? It's allowed my libido to heighten without a doubt. Okay, so yeah, that's another thing we forgot to mention. Sometimes as women get older, they go on hormone replacement, whether, it's estrogen or testosterone or THC, whatever it is. And they can get hornier, I guess.
I think both men and women are using more hormone replacement therapy,
right?
Primarily because we've doubled our lifespan in 100 years.
Right.
I think about how long human beings have been around, and the fact that to double our lifespan in just 100 years.
Right. So if you're older,
our biology hasn't caught up. So
yes.
We're outliving our hormones. And that's why we get a lot of degenerative diseases, is because of the hormone imbalance.
Right. So when
So if
you
we can
add
keep our
those
hormones balanced,
back,
then all the cells now know what to do and how to rejuvenate and regenerate, and we feel better, our brain works better, and it
and you're
gives us
sleeping
that
better.
drive for life. Sleeping better, everything gets better.
Lots of good stuff happens when you take hormone replacement. Not that we are advocating it, but we do it ourselves. So, and obviously this lovely feels sexy again, feels that way too. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Blue-haired girl. Hi. Let's see. Who else we got? A lot of people joining us here. Oh, exercising, healthier lifestyles, meditating, taking care of our own pleasure. It's all good. I agree with you 150%. Is there 150%? So where are all you people from? I got someone here from San Antonio, Texas. Where else says, tell us where you're from. Tell us your zodiac sign. Tell us how you found us. Would you rather get a wedgie or a wet willy? Those are some tough questions, okay? I don't know if I can handle that. Wedgie or wet willy?
I'd rather have a wet willy, because sometimes wedgies hurt.
I don't like wedgies. I know.
That's mean.
Yeah, why do people like to give wedgies anyway? What is your favorite style of panties, Karen? Well, my favorite style is probably crotchless. Just kidding.
I don't think you're kidding.
I like a nice hanky panky. I just ordered a ton on Black Friday. Did you order a lot of stuff on Black Friday? Because I've got packages all over the place here. I did a little self-care and ordered a bunch of stuff.
I've been Christmas shopping, but yeah.
Yeah.
So Feel Sexy again. She and her husband are coming to Valentine's week with me in Jamaica.
Oh, I wish I could be there too. That's in a few months.
I know.
All right.
We're going hell or high water.
Yeah, I bet you will.
I'm going to put a body condom on for the trip.
You just wrap yourself in cellophane.
Yeah.
So let's see, Karen, you're a TikTok legend. That's me, the TikTok legend. Yes, I am. I'm proud of it. Anyway, so if you're just joining us on TikTok and don't know what the hell we're talking about here, every week, Dr. Nancy and I'll have to show them your picture because they can't see you, they can only hear you. But every week we do Wild Women with Wine, and she's waving at you right now. Can you guys all see her? Hello, she's very friendly and nice. She doesn't bite. Well, maybe not.
Well, I do a little bit.
Well, she does sometimes, especially after that glass of wine hits her. You never know what's going to happen then.
I certainly do bite back.
Oh my God, Bryson, your birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
Bryson.
birthday to you. Hello, happy birthday. I hope it's a wonderful birthday filled with things that bring you joy, and also that you gain confidence this year in yourself as being a wonderful human being, because I know you are. And that's my wish for you. How's that?
That's wonderful.
Oh, someone would like you to bite him. P. Matera 64 wants to be bitten. Hey, how you all doing here? Yeah, wedgies definitely hurt more, apparently. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. And all right, back to the questions on Instagram, because we had a lot. What does a cub have to do to have fun with a cougar? Be yourself. I don't know what else to say. Just learn that. You know what you could do? Learn the human anatomy. Learn the female anatomy. That will help you a lot.
Definitely, and learn some communication skills. That one, you can express what you want, and you also learn how to listen to what somebody else wants.
Exactly.
I think probably the most important thing to learn in communication is how to listen.
How to listen. So, actually, yeah. That's a great skill in life in general.
Yeah.
We got another question. What do you think about manscaping? Do you like hair down there?
Listen, I figure I'm getting tongue tied. If I'm going to be near down there, there
Yeah.
are so many things that I already like about you that whatever's happening down there is really not relevant to me. It's more about what it is, who you are.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know.
And how that person makes you feel. I'm a little bit more, I've been in a long-term monogamous relationship for so many years that I don't remember what it looks like to have a huge tree forest down there. I'm not as I'm not as
that sentence.
I'm not as lenient as Dr. Nan is over here. I like it trimmed up. I don't like a big. I don't. As my other friend said, she doesn't like to go through the forest to find a tree. So, yeah, I guess a lot of it depends on.
I think grooming and cleanliness is so much more important than how much hair. I mean, hair is like, whether you have hair on your head or you have no hair on your head, it's about the whole person. We get so persnickety when we're talking about something that isn't happening, but yet, once that situation's happening, really, are you going to kick somebody out if they're great and you're having a blast and you're turned on, and then they have a little extra hair down there? I mean, well, are you going to be that petty?
I'll throw it to the men. I'll throw it to the men out there. You like women that have a big bush, or you like it trimmed, or you like it completely bald? Okay. How about that? I threw it back on him, Nancy. While you're perseverating on that, we have a question about, would you rather fuck a stranger or give a stranger a blowjob?
These are from last time. We did these last time.
We did them last time, but they asked me the same questions again. I don't know. All right, we got more questions. Where did I put them? I put them in. Remember, I texted them to you.
Yeah, I have them. Let me pull them up.
If you're able. Get them. In the meantime, I'm going to say hi to all the people on TikTok. Hi, people on TikTok. Let's see. Someone says too much gets in the way. I'm assuming you guys. Someone likes bald. A little bush is good. No bush. We got a lot of commentary here. No bush. I just don't like when you're like pulling hairs out of your mouth, things like that.
That's true. That's true.
Megan, you're right. They do ask the same questions every week. Some people like to get an answer.
But
they're waiting for the answer.
If you're turned on by everything else about this person, but they got a little too much bush action going on,
you're not going to throw them out.
Say, I want to play barber. I'm going to do a little trim on you and make it a part of the foreplay.
You're going to pull out the lawnmower 2.0. That's by Manscaped. If you order that, you can get a discount. I think you get 10% off if you mention. Wait, I forgot what it was. Hold on. I'll get you the code. You get a discount.
Somebody says that's called dental floss.
Okay, Mom Talk. Enter Mom Talk at manscaped.com. And you, manscaped.com, and you get a 10% off and free shipping, and you get the lawnmower. I think it's a 3.0. It's awesome. It lights up. It's rechargeable, and you can take it in the shower. It's a good thing. In the 80s, I used to pull her hair out of my teeth. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. P Madara to 64. It's kind of like, it's like dental floss.
Yeah. So okay. Karen, you keep getting these questions. Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Can I have a relationship? Can I have you? Let's go real quick.
No, you cannot.
Can I have you?
No, you may not.
Sell pictures.
Sell pictures of what? Oh,
do you still get wet fast?
What? Wet? Fast? Whoever? What? This ex-boyfriend.
It's an ex-boyfriend.
Is this an ex-boyfriend? I'd like to know.
Oh, how old is your boyfriend?
Old enough to know better.
How do you stay so young?
He's legal. What?
Then how do you stay so young looking?
How do I stay young looking? It's all my clean living. It's being such a good girl. Such a good girl. Listen to my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom, if you don't believe it.
And then this one's not a question, but they're so glad. He's so glad he found you again. It's been years.
It's been years. Wow. Thank you for finding me again.
There's somebody that was really anxious about you messaging them back. Did you ever message them back, Karen?
No. I'm sorry. Join us both on Patreon if you want to get messaged back. I promise to message you back on Patreon. Right. Patreon.com/Karenlee, patreon.com/Dr. Nancy. Okay? Yep. That way you can get messaging back. By the way, I don't know if you're doing Cameo. I sent you a link. We can do private, personalized videos for you, not like sex videos, but, you know, just like, you know, hello, happy birthday videos, that kind of thing. Go to Cameo and sign up there, Nance.
Okay.
Cameo. I have very strong feelings for older women, but I'm so scared to approach them. What should I do? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. That's what I say. Get my book. Fuck games, date cougars. Where is it? I'll get it.
Get your book. Karen has the guide too, already written up for you. So cool.
All the questions about fucking cougars. All right. All the games, fucking games in dating cougars, because we know that older women tend to not play as many games. It's all on Amazon. You can get it like for free on Kindle Unlimited right now. And then we got the Cougar's Guide to Getting Your Ass Back Out There for that woman who wants to get her ass back out there and shed all those feelings. Yeah.
All right. Next thing, favorite thing to do for the holidays.
Okay. Do you have a favorite thing to do for the holidays?
One of my favorite things to do for the holidays is Christmas Eve, because we do dinner. That's when we do our big dinner, because I'm too tired on Christmas Day. So we do our big dinner, usually Christmas Eve. Everybody opens up one gift, which is usually their Christmas pajamas that I every year I create a theme, a family theme.
Oh my God.
So I buy everybody. Now we have 13 of us. So
13, and are you guys all wearing them and taking pictures? Do you have like pictures over the years? Oh,
yes.
What a fun tradition. I like that.
One year I did all peace signs for themes. So all sweatshirts had peace signs on it. Everything had peace signs. One year I did hearts and love. So, you know, every year is different.
Do we have is it a surprise?
Kind of fun thing. Yeah. So that's kind of my fun thing to do. And now we have the the baby that's 4 months old. So, you know, so including him, our first boy.
Oh, wow.
And then, but after that's all done and everybody goes to bed, Mark and I sit in front of the Christmas tree. All the lights in the house are off except for the Christmas tree and the Christmas lights. And we just sit there and ponder Christmas past. Oh. And it's like this, we have a glass of wine, we just sit and share our memories about Christmas in the quiet, with the Christmas lights, and it's just
what a nice tradition that you have.
Favorite things. Yeah. One of my favorite things.
Me being Jewish, I got a Christmas tradition being Jewish. It's usually going out to get Chinese food because it's the only place that's open.
True.
We got a question. Would you? We're back on sex. Would you sleep with a bisexual guy ever? Would you sleep with a bisexual guy?
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to sleep with him, if we had a mutual exchange and we both wanted to sleep with each other, I wouldn't care if he was bi or straight.
Or poly or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think nobody's really... I think that when growing up, I was always like, well, you're either straight or you're gay. There's no in between. Yeah. Now I think there's no straight or gay. It's everything's in between. So whatever you are.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that still think there's only two genders and there's only two sexual orientations.
I mean, I guess because I live in California.
They usually live in Kentucky.
I think because if I live in California, I think people are much more open-minded to all kinds of things. What do you guys think about that here on YouTube and on TikTok? TikTok is where I got asked that by Ivor. Yeah. Okay, some of these things are a little too perverted for me, so I'm not going to read them out loud. Okay.
So, really? Okay.
Yeah, a little too perverted. We got more questions I'm sure we can answer in the meantime. Let's see.
So when chatting with women, I straight up tell them I like mature women. She turn off. I'm not sure.
Oh, so
probably he was probably telling that to a younger woman, right?
Right. And when I was dating younger guys, like much younger guys, I would ask, "Do you tell your guy friends about me?" And they'd be like, "No." They know I like older women, but I don't tell them because I don't want to hear anything what they're going to say. And that's fine with me. You know what? Let's keep it between us. I don't need you to, because a lot of people don't understand it, nor do they understand someone who could be with a bisexual or be with someone who walks around with women's panties on. I mean,
right.
Just keep whatever your preferences are to yourself. If you think you're going to be judged, then the hell with it. Why do you think the whole COVID situation regarding dating? What do you think about that? I think it's freaking hard. I know my son who lives alone finds it very difficult. You can have some benefits in that a lot of your dates can be on Zoom, so that if you're Zooming back and forth, you can get to see the person on like real time and see how they act, and maybe that could help you weed out or encourage you to date the person. But I think it's hard. I think it's a hard thing. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
So here's a question. Bi guys equal gay guys. And that's not a question. That's not true.
Here's a response. Bi guys equal. I used to think this way too. I used to think some guy once asked me a question if we were talking about his friends, because my friend is very into transgender guys. Transgender females. So that's his preference. That's his thing. He's always been there way before it was popular or even considered to be judgment free. He was always into that. And I always thought what would happen I asked him what would happen to a regular guy regular in the sense of straight guy that doesn't want to hook up with a guy, and when started making out with a girl, found out that in fact the girl had a penis. What would happen? And he's like 99% of the time they'll still go through with having sex with that person. And I don't know. I think it depends.
I mean, I think I was just thinking about that. A trans woman who was not transsexual, but trans with all the genitalia of a male, but with the female appearance, is like perfect for a bi guy.
No,
right?
He didn't consider himself to be bi. He does not. Not bi, not gay. Totally thinks himself as straight, but just prefers transgender people.
Okay. Oh, well, I would like to talk. I mean, I would love to talk to somebody who, I mean, it doesn't matter how a person identifies, that's a very personal.
We would have discussions like this till all hours of the night. He said, I'm not into quote unquote twinks. I'm not into, real, feminine guys. I'm only into transgender people, transgender women. So there you go. Anyway, let's see. We got questions over here on YouTube.
It's good to know what you like.
That always helps. No surprises. I think that's the thing. Nobody wants to be surprised. Let's see. So that was a very. Oh, is your book available yet? Says Leanne. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Just go to my name, Karenlee Poter, on Amazon. You'll find both books, I believe. That's the easiest way to find it. Let's see. Brian, have you seen 90 Day Fiancé Summit and Jenny? What are your views on that relationship? Is that the one that Jenny's much older? Because I can't remember which one of those reality shows, but I forgot. I don't know. What is the name of the book and where can I order it? I'm living in Germany. The name of the book is called Fuck Games, Date Cougars. So it's F*CK Games. If you just write in Fuck Games, Date Cougars, you'll find it as well. And I think it's published in every language. Let's see. Would you ever let me take you on a date? No. Would you let him? Would you ever let him take you on a date, Nancy?
I'm not dating people.
No one's. We're both not dating. Hi, you two wild gilfs. I guess. Thanks. Except that I'm not a grandmother. Not to say that I wouldn't like to be one day.
Well, I was a grandmother at 44, so you know.
Right, you're a grandmother when some people are not even MILF shit.
Right. That's not even qualified as a cougar.
It's not even a cougar. I don't know what the hell it is. Do you think people who start relationships now and get locked down will break winter spring romance trend? I think anything can happen, and I think if you look at, someone said to me, one of the other questions I got was, how do you keep such a good spirit up during these really bad times? And I think I've watched, we've been watching Band of Brothers about the war and how horrible it was. And I'm thinking, I've got it made in the shade. I'm doing pretty well because I'm not going to war right now. So, I mean, it all depends on your stage of where you are and your thought, what's the word? Your perspective. It all depends on your perspective.
Yeah. So Bryson has asked if I think you can have more than one soulmate. I don't believe the one soulmate idea.
Me neither.
My belief is that I believe we have soul travelers.
Travelers.
We have, yeah. In a lot of the reading I've done on past life experiences, Dr. Brian Weiss, who's a psychiatrist.
I was going to say, many masters, many lives.
Yeah. Such a great book.
Love that book.
Other books that I gobbled all of his books up because they're so good. There's some that are the love stories. So I think we have like a soul pod that we travel with.
Right.
And we keep meeting each other in different capacity.
Whereas maybe your daughter was really your grandmother, or maybe your husband was really your son. I mean, in a past life, who knows? But somewhere along, or maybe you were the guy and they were the women.
When my oldest daughter was 6 weeks old, I had a psychic reading done on her. A friend of mine's mom is psychic.
I saw the kitty.
She did a psychic reading. Yeah, on her when she was 6 weeks old. And she told me, she goes, well, hang on to your hat because the two of you were warriors in several other lives. And you're here to try to work that out. I'm like, oh my God. Boy. And it's been so true. It's just been so true.
So, okay, did that answer your question? We went off on the deep end. What's the best lingerie to buy for cougars?
Depends on what. All right.
Sexy lingerie.
Yeah. Cougars aren't a species. It's women. It's women. Human women. And what does cougar mean, Karen?
Confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and a racy. So that if it's racy that we're talking, get her some sexy lingerie.
And why don't you ask her what kind she likes?
Right. She may like cozy, snuggly.
Might be racy. Right.
Or cozy, snuggly t-shirts or whatever. And Leon, you know that. Okay. Hey, Rob. Hey, everybody here on YouTube and on TikTok. TikToking away. Yeah. Biden did win. Did you twerk? I did twerk, Felix. You have to find it. I did. I swear I twerked. I actually got twerking lessons from my friend Nina Hartley. I twerked. I can't promise it's going to be the best twerking you've ever seen, but I did do it. I didn't say I was going to be perfect at twerking, but I did. What? Did you try to? I know you can't.
I was so upset for you. The assholes that said the meanest things.
That's nothing.
Like, what? Oh, I know.
That is nothing.
What? Why are people on social media if that's all they have to do is to be trolls and mean?
Well, I have found that the people that are really mean use numbers instead of their names, which indicates that they are insecure little fucks.
Well, and they probably get reported a lot and they have to start new accounts all the time.
So here's what you do if you have a following on social media and people are making fun of you or criticizing you or pointing out a body part that's not perfect or whatever. a lot of times for me, it's all about age. All you do is, if you're in a mood to get in a fight with them, you just smack them down. Okay, you lay the smack down, okay? If you're not in that mood, which 90% of the time I'm not in the mood, I just block them so they can no longer. And you're right, they'll probably come back and come up with 90 other numbers to keep doing it. But yeah. I mean, for the most part, I have to look at the good side of people and say that 90% of the comments are nice, especially from the Philippines. Now, the Filipino people, I would say, are 99.9% nice. They are the sweetest. They don't criticize. They are supportive. They think I'm funny. They're my friends. SC, we think they're great too.
The reality is, what you're doing, most people don't have the courage to do.
That's right.
It's just to be out there. And right. So, you know, when you see somebody putting their heart and soul and their persona out there, and that's an incredibly vulnerable place to be. Support them, you know, support them. Lift them up instead of shooting them down, for God's sake.
Yeah, there's a woman, I think, I don't want her screen name was LUB something or other, and she's 62. She does these very provocative, funny, I don't even know if she thinks they're funny, but they're fun dances. And this person goes on there and goes, you're 62, and it was all about being kind. She was writing down, you know, she just wants everybody to be kind. And all of a sudden this person goes, you're 62, you look much older than that. So then I went on my, like, attack mode. I'm like, she just said be kind. And what do? You say something rude to her? I mean, I just went off. Arguing can be attractive. You got to check yourself. You know, I mean, there's a way to communicate without, you know, looking. I mean, what does that mean? You got to check yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Arguing can be attractive. You have to check yourself. Please explain that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that, would you say that to two men? I don't think so. Yeah. Joe from South Carolina. I've been following you for a while.
Bryson. We adore
happy
you.
Happy birthday to Bryson. And everybody say happy birthday.
Every decade gets better and better and better. So your 20s are hell for most people. 20s are hell. You're working through all kinds of stuff. You're figuring out who the heck you are, what you're here for, all that stuff.
And it could be 30s are hell.
It
could be a different one. It could be any time. Rob said, I thought you
get a little more confident. Your 40s, better, and then it just keeps getting better every decade. I scare the hell out of my husband every decade birthday, because I say, I started when I was 40. I think I was 30. I said, okay, now I can really start expressing myself.
Oh boy. Because you don't express yourself at all. If you ever watch some of her pictures and everything, this woman's got confidence oozing out of her. Anyway, but not a lot of clothing on her. So, well, so here we go. I would like to.
Did you like that picture I posted? Did you see that picture I posted today or yesterday?
Oh, I saw it. It was very hot. So if it's the one I'm thinking of. Rob says, I thought twerking was funny, especially the seizure comment from your son. Yeah, a lot of I had someone saying they thought I was having a seizure. See, I don't take myself seriously. I mean, I was trying to do some sort of dance yesterday for a Cash App on TikTok, and you know, and I had my boyfriend filming it, and he's like, you know, you're not doing it. I don't care. I'm never going to be as good as these like literally expert professional young dancers. So if I can do the best I can, who cares? I'll laugh at myself. I don't really care.
But there are a lot of people that won't try something if they don't think they can do it perfect or better than the person they're mimiking. Instead of just having fun, like the one we did with Robert Downey Jr. I mean, shit, we were just moving.
Right. You guys go look at TikTok. Nancy and I did a duet with Robert Downey Jr. I love duets. I just recently put out one. It was a voiceover about it was a voiceover saying something like, you young African-American guys that are on TikTok gyrating, you better watch out. You're going to get tagged by a cougar. And it went nuts. And then all these other guys are going, well, what about young European-American guys and young American Italian guys? I'm like, You better all watch out.
The whiners line up.
Well, you're gonna all get tagged. What can I tell you? But it's like amazing how many people did duets with me on that. They started taking their shirts off and gyrating. I love the duets. If you're on and you did a duet with me, thank you. You saw me on YouTube. Thank you for following me on TikTok, by the way.
I would love for you to draw me, Bryson. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
So Joe from North Carolina has been following us for a while, which is thank you, Joe. We appreciate that. So here
Let It Ride 2005 followed the host, and so did Be Yourself. Look at me. I thought it was some French word, but it's actually just Be Yourself. 69. That was my dad's favorite number. One time I went into the Apple store with my dad when he was in his 80s, and they asked him his password. He said he couldn't remember it. And then he starts well, try this. Buddy 69. What? What are you saying? And I was like, that's my dad.
Oh, Dad. So here's an explanation on the arguing can be attractive when you want to slam someone you find stupid, that kind of thing.
Okay. So you're saying don't argue? And no, I'm not drunk. I had literally 2 sips of wine. I'll make it 3.
Okay.
And if I was, who cares?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, SC guy. Joe, thank you for the compliment on the red dress.
You like fully fashioned seamed stockings. I went through my phase of the thigh highs and all that kind of stuff. I'm not that after. Sometimes it takes too much effort. I just rather get down to business. Let's get down to business.
They are so sexy, though. You know.
This one over here.
But
you wear them at just. I'm sure you wear them.
I wear them to the grocery store. No.
She's lying. Hey, you guys, what a couple should do to improve their sex life. What should you do to improve your sex life? Well, get some of those stockings for one thing. I say, start. Okay, first of all, it's 90% up here in your brain. But besides all that, it really helps to warm up the ass genital area, especially giving each other back massages and making each other very calm and relaxed. Once you get to that state of I'm ready to do something, then you're going to have a lot more success. 69 Bluebird just joined. There's a lot of 69s in this category here. Yes, get down to business. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, ladies. That was such a great show. Do you have any suggestions that you would like to impart about ways to improve a sex life for a couple?
I mean, I got a whole great big toolkit here.
He's got a toolkit, you guys.
I mean, I think the first thing is to find out what happened that it's not still sexy. You know, what's going on?
Right. That's a very good point.
Because have you just had a baby? Is somebody sick? Are you both working too much? Have you not stopped having dates? Did you stop trying to court and seduce each other? Is one of you mad at the other? You know, is there abuse in the relationship? Is there too much alcohol? What's going on? I mean, because usually things stop being sexy for a reason.
There's a reason. Yeah.
Make an appointment with me and I'll help you tease through it.
Yeah. If you guys want extra personal help, Dr. Nancy will Zoom with you. All you got to go to is Dr. Nancy. DRNSP.com. DRNSP.com. And you get personal help, especially that person who just asked that question. Ahmed. Okay?
There's so many ways.
How many times a couple should have sex a week to know that sex life is good? Okay. That question is troubling to me. And I've seen that question before. The question is for you guys on YouTube and TikTok, how many times is normal or considered to be good for a sex life? And I believe that that's such an impossible answer. You know, what one couple's yum is the other couple's yuck. One couple might want to do it every day. The other one wants to do it once a month. Whatever works for the couple, I would say, is the best. I don't know about once a month, but try.
Well,
whatever
it
works.
totally depends on, are both people satisfied with the frequency and the quality?
Right. And remember,
if both people are happy, then whatever you're doing is working. If one person isn't happy,
then talk about
it.
Then
whatever you're doing isn't working, and you need to talk about it. You need to you need to renegotiate.
Right. And I imagine, Ahmed, that goes with your other question about how can you help your sex life. So I think both of those you're trying to get someone to give you an answer. You should do this, 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 and your sex life will be great. And then you have sex twice a week and it'll be, you know, normal, whatever. Don't think like that. It really is variable. There's no one recipe for everybody. And sometimes it's all about quality. Like for me, I'd rather have a phenomenal quality experience once a week than 5 shitty experiences during that same week. Thank you for following. Thank you all for following me here on TikTok. I'm almost at 20,000 followers on TikTok. How do you like them apples?
That's great.
I don't know how that happened.
That's so awesome.
Rob Jones wants to know, why did you start the YouTube channel? That's a long ass question to answer. It's a long answer. So here's what I'm going to give you the cliff notes real quickly. That I became a widow because my husband was murdered in 2006. And I decided to look online for help because I hadn't dated since I was like 22. And I was in my 40s, so I figured I need some help. And there was nothing out there on the internet that could help me because they were all about like young 20-year-olds or pickup artists and things like that. So I decided I'm going to start my own YouTube channel to help women, you know, get their ass back out there again and, you know, help people like myself. Well, what happened was, I don't know if women at that point didn't know how to work the YouTube or something, but I just decided these girls are not following me. And I noticed there's a lot of men that are following me wanting to know more about like sex tips. So I decided to lean into the guys, and my channel quickly became like the, you know, geared towards cougars, geared towards finding older women that are confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy. So I had like a lot of porn stars on. I had a lot of sexologists, like Dr. Nancy's been on millions of times. And then I ended up making a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom. So thank you for the condolences. And yeah, it's been a rocky road, but you know, at our age, how many people can say you had a smooth one?
That's true. Yeah. I just counseled someone today who just lost his wife after 42 years. And, you know, he was kind of surprised. It's been 23 days and how he's unfolding this new aspect of himself. It's like his heart's kind of cracked open, but in a way that's also inviting a lot more love and compassion in. And people are reaching out, and he's accepting the reach out, and he's just learning this. He's just learning about this whole new side of himself. And I was saying that, you know, if you look at what Buddha's teaching and all these other teachers that have said that, you know, growth happens when we're the most traumatized often.
Right.
And, you know, there's no life that is worth living that doesn't have struggle.
That's right. Because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Here's a couple questions. So one is a lot of issues of trust when you don't give enough to your partner. I'm thinking, well, if you don't speak each other's love language, that's going to be a problem. And here is masturbation like how many times can someone do that a day? And is 6 times too much or okay? Okay. 6
Do you
times
have a job?
A day masturbation is a little, I don't care what kind of job you have or whatever, it seems to be a tad on the excessive side. because you have to be able to do other things besides masturbate.
Yeah.
Not that I'm judging you, but I kind of am.
That is concerning. That is a bit of a red flag. It's too much. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And what is compelling you? You know, is it an actual, is it a soothing technique? Is it a release that you need from something else? Is it an obsessive compulsive disorder?
Right.
So I would say
be a bunch
you
of
need
things.
to talk to a professional to find out if this is working for your life quality.
Well, also, I'd like to know is that person a very young guy? Because sometimes young guys are extremely horny, and who knows what's going on.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of young guys, and that's, you know, 2 or 3 times a day is probably the most that many guys have time for if they have other things that they're doing. Of course, right now with COVID,
right.
I think a lot of people are isolated and bored, and
right.
so, you know,
masturbation
is probably it's like insta sex available to you. So
right.
And that I just would, you know, are you getting chafed? Are you rubbing yourself sore? I mean, are you feeling satisfied?
And that, by the way, can happen. You do not
Yeah.
don't rub it out too much because you may rub it off.
You don't want to get blisters.
No, you don't want to get blisters.
You may need to you may want to learn to slow it down a little bit so that you're not just having a speedy ejaculation.
There you
that
go.
will not leave you with a sense of satisfaction.
Yeah, I mean, you might be just like coming like a little rocket ship, but maybe don't do it too much because when you're with a live human being, you might want to last a little longer. So
right,
draw it out a little bit more than that. I just sent you a cameo, Dan. You sent me a cameo or a request for a cameo. I would be happy to do a cameo for you. I think I sent you a link, Nancy, so that you could do cameos.
I didn't get a link.
I'll send it again.
Okay.
And I'm going to send you
email it to me?
Yes, I'm going to email it to you. A couple times a day, sometimes on the weekend, sometimes more on the weekends. I'm 22 years old male, use lube, and I enjoy edging. So you're all good to go there, SC Guy 84. It sounds good. I'm addicted to porn. I feel relieved and sleep after that. It does affect. You're compulsive about porn. It's the same thing as like drugs or alcohol or anything that you're doing that's, if it's affecting your life, then you might just need help. You know, sometimes if you do it too much, it's going to affect your life.
If it's replacing something that may be healthier and more sustainable for you and more gratifying to you, then that's something that should be talked through. We don't mean to pathologize you, but I think sometimes we develop habits to meet a specific need, and then we fail to look for other options as we mature to fulfill those needs in a way that's a little bit more completely satisfying. So that's what I would say.
Ahmed asks, is sex toys good for a couple?
Is a what?
Is sex toys good for a couple? And I'm going with that. Hell yeah. Anything. Nancy and I are big believers that anything that you try that's consensual and fun is a good thing. So whether it be that you watch porn together or take out handcuffs and whips and blindfolds and vibrators and anal beads or whatever you want to try, go for it. Try different things. Try role playing. You know, that's the way you're going to keep, because the human being seeks variety. And if you are the same with the same person for many, many years, you don't get the variety. The variety is the spice of life. So you want to spice it up, you got to try new stuff. Yeah.
Rotate your toys, you know. I mean, we
rotate them. Make sure you wash them. Let's see. I had to quit my older female therapist bringing up emotions. But this is interesting. Rob said that he had to quit with his older female therapist. Bringing up emotions brought up an unexpected reaction. Yeah, that could happen, but that's not necessarily bad.
I mean, well, I think that's where you want a therapist that can give you the tools as you're progressing to deal with the next level of what you may uncover.
Well, was the reaction on your part or her part? Rob S says, I am 46 and been in bed with 65-year-old woman having sex, and it was so great. Nothing is sexier than that. Right on. Who are you? Wow. Dwayne, my name is Karenlee. You're on my TikTok right now, Karenlee Poter. And this is Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce. She's over here on Instagram with me. We got about less than 7 minutes left to get to all these millions of questions here. And I don't know. What are we going to do?
And I'm putting all of these past episodes up on my YouTube channel at the Sex Host Doctor or Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, so they can go onto that YouTube and just go to the playlist Wild Women with Wine and catch all of our shows and get all these questions answered over and over again.
Over and over. They may be the same, but they are never boring.
No. We always have a little different twist on how we answer them.
Yeah, there's always a new twist. How often do you check Cameo? My Cameo, they send me a notification that'll say, you have a Cameo request, and then I will just do it. I'll do whatever it is. But don't expect it to be anything sexual, because I ain't that girl. I do have a friend, Nina Hartley. She will do that for you. But I don't do any of that, stuff that's considered more on the X-rated. What about your relationship advice? I saw my ex after a toxic 9-month relationship and didn't feel shit. Yes. Well, I got to go into that como el vaquero. I'd love to give you relationship advice. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I saw my ex after a toxic 9-month relationship and didn't feel shit. So do you feel good that you saw her and you didn't have any kind of feelings towards her? Or are you thinking that there's something that you need advice on? I'm not sure what to do there. You
want to see my pussy? She's hairy.
Oh my God, that pussy is adorable. Oh my God. Okay, for those of you guys dying over here right now, that pussy is actually her little kitten. She rescued a little beautiful kitten. It was gotten so cute.
Her name is Yin.
Yin?
Yin, yeah.
Yin
is in yin and yang.
Yes, but I know it's yin. You were supposed to get a yang, and you never got the yang because you don't want 2 kitties.
No, I like, just like one. With traveling back and forth between here and Southern California with a cat in the car, 2 was going to just be a little too much.
I love it though. Anyway, we're drawing to a close, you guys. I'm sorry I missed most of these questions here, but you can find me on so many social media platforms. I'll answer it at some point, or just go to my page.
You are all over the place.
I am so all over.
You can run, but you can't hide.
I don't like hiding. Oh, I'm going to just put it down here. www.
Favorite body part on a man. Quick, go.
My favorite body part on a man. Are we talking?
We're just talking body parts. Go quick.
Body parts.
I haven't answered.
Oh, you answered already.
No, I haven't answered, but I have.
Oh, you haven't answered. Like, am I supposed to talk like more emotional, or am I going to talk more like
Doesn't
physical?
Matter. This is favorite body part on a man.
On a man. I'm going to go with eyes. I'm sorry if it's boring, okay? But eyes are the windows to the soul. So that's why I'm going to say eyes. Do you have a part?
Brain.
Oh, I thought you were going to go penis.
No, they all have those. I mean,
the brain.
There are some that are more interesting.
You went deep. I thought I was going a little deep
like
when I said eyes.
I have a good mind,
You said brain. Brain is important.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a silent admirer, Nancy.
Oh, who is this?
Land Oak Land Kermit.
Okay.
Landau Kermit. Landau Kermit.
Well, I'm flattered.
Lando Kermit, just come out from hiding and just show your face there, because we like admirers. Don't be silent. Don't ever be silent. Chesticles? I love you. You love younger women. Thank you for sharing that. What
That's cool.
does that mean?
Whatever.
They know. Cougars are showstoppers. They know what they are doing. Most of them do, not everyone, but there's a good likelihood that after a while they've learned some tricks. Well, you can hit 70, bedtime comes early. When you hit 70, bedtime comes early. You got hello to you. Do you have a stepson? Do you want a stepson? What does that say? Do you need a stepson? I don't need any more children. I got 3 kids. No. I got a boyfriend. I got the dog that's half dead. I don't need anybody else. I'm done. No more stepsons. No more. And I also have like partners of my children, so they count too now. Does size matter? Okay, time to go. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Next time we get this question, does size matter? If I get another does size matter question, you guys all have to go to my Cash App and put in $10. It depends on
size of what? Size of your brain? Yeah.
Size of your brain matters. Size of your dick, not so much.
No.
And I don't need a stepson. Sorry. All right. Well, we love you guys.
Thank you.
If you want to see stuff you missed, it's going to be on my Instagram story. I think it's Instagram TV, Instagram story. It's somewhere on Instagram. They keep changing the format. There's so many different reels and everything else. I'm confused.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be somewhere. And you could also go to YouTube, and it's either on mine, Karenlee Poter, or it'll be on Dr. Nancy, the Love Doctor. What was it?
It's just go to Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce. You'll find me.
Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce. And we'll end on this one. The vibrancy and glow of both of you is infectious.
I love that. That's one kind of infection we like to have.
I like that much better than does size matter. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone here on YouTube. Right. I love you guys.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, my love.
I'll be in LA next week this time.
Oh, if we're allowed to see anybody outside of our family, that'll be good. We'll talk before then. I miss you.
I miss you.
All right.
Bye.